Oh, the camera locked up. Hold on. Uh-oh. An error prevented shooting. Turn the camera off and reinstall the battery. Is that who I think it is? Is it Elizabeth?
Oh, hey.
Hey, it's Elizabeth. Weird.
Ooh, I feel like I'm in a 90s.
Wow,
like, music video.
there is a delay on here.
There.
3 things today. Number 1, I'm shooting with Elizabeth Whelan. She is a star. Check her out on Instagram. Check her out. She's a star. Number 2, I'm shooting with the Canon EOSR and the 51.2 RF. Heard some great things about it. Let's see if it's as good as they say it is. Also, I'm shooting with the Osmo Action right now. If you've been interested in this camera, get a little sample video from it right now. So for this shot right here, I'm gonna showcase this staircase behind her. The 51.2 is just not right enough, so I'm gonna shoot with the 28 to 70. Good. So first impressions, the IAF is definitely not up to the Sony standard, even the Nikon standard. You have to get really close for it to work. That vlogging with this little camera is kind of discreet, or do you think that
This was actually pretty discreet, I gotta say.
Yeah?
This
Yeah.
Osmo Action.
I don't see many people looking at me kind of weird. Like if I had a bigger camera, people would be looking like, what the hell are they doing? Composition, hey, the lines of the building look really good in camera, and then this part of the wall adds a little bit of dimension. And then she's doing her thing over there, driving all the guys wild. 1, 2, 3, go ahead. Good. My knees are taking a beating over here. It's like the worst pants to wear. I'm always on my knees when I shoot. And this sounds terrible. One of my biggest fears is vlogging in public, what people are gonna think of me when they see me. And this Osmo makes it a lot easier to do. Change outfit. Starbucks. So I'm shooting against those windows right there. What I'm seeing is that I'm getting green reflections off those windows, and then it just complements her dress really nicely. So that's my comp right now. Hit it. Do it again, do it again, do it again. All right, here we go, here we go. Yay. Ooh, I like this. Good. Woo. Some New York vibes, and we're gonna shoot down this pathway.
Kind of.
F1.2.
A smidgen. Yeah.
Chin up in the air. Oh, the camera locked up. Hold on. Uh-oh. An error prevented shooting. Turn the camera off and reinstall the battery. Canon, this is the native lens. What's really going on right now? Sony people are gonna be like, see Manny, why are you shooting Canon? That's what you get. That's crazy. You know, I never get errors with my Sony cameras. Camera had me a little scared there, but we prevailed.
Initially, this video was supposed to be about the 50mm f1.2 and my experience using it. I will get into that, but the fact that this camera locked up on me kind of stole the spotlight here. Can you imagine that being a first kiss at a ceremony? Let's just say you're taking pictures and your camera just locks up and says, hey, you gotta take out your battery, put it back in, and turn your camera back on. Can you just imagine that? Kind of making this a big deal is because the last time I shot with the Canon, in the Sony Users Tries the Canon EOSR video, the camera actually locked up on me at that point too, but it wasn't on the shoot. I was at home taking pictures with the 85mm f1.2 EF adapted to the EOSR. And I'm just like, wait, is this just bad luck on my end? Or is it something going on with these cameras? I don't know. And what's funny is that the Nikon Z6, the one I've been using and making videos on, it has actually locked up on me more than the Canon, but I already filmed the video. That's coming out pretty soon, talking about the Nikon. I was very disappointed. Before the lockup, I was loving life. I was loving this camera. Elizabeth, while she was moving, at f1.2, I was getting the shots in focus. It's crazy. Like, I didn't think it would be that good in terms of focusing. The skin tones, you already know how I feel about the skins. I love the Canon color, and the skin tones is something I really love. This lens is so freaking good. It's so good that it makes me, I wish there was an adapter. I'm about to like invent my own adapter for Sony for these lenses. It's so good. But this lockup, it's like, I mean, I know these are electronics here, but my Sonys, I've been shooting Sony for 4 to 5 years, hundreds of thousands of actuations on my cameras. I can't even remember the last time my Sony locked up on me. I think maybe a handful of times in an entire 4 or 5 years of Sony cameras. I don't know if people are having the same problems as me, but the Sony cameras, in my opinion, have already proven to be more reliable than the EOSR and the Nikon Z6. And that's just my experience. Everyone has a different experience, right? I just switched all Mac. I just bought the new MacBook Pro. I switched to all Apple because my experience with Apple has been better than with PC. But then of course, you will probably have a different experience. I just felt it was important to bring up because, you know, is it a coincidence that the 2 times I rent this camera, I get a lockup each time that I'm using it? It's very disappointing. You know, I wanna like this camera, and I do, but the lockups just kind of turn me off a little bit, you know? And same with the Z6, but Z6 has its problems of its own. We're gonna get into that soon though. All right, down in the comment section, let me know if you are a Canon user. Are you experiencing lockups? Are you a Sony user? Are you having reliability issues? Let me know down below so we can kind of create a thread and see the kind of problems that are going on out there. You know, I know Nikon is having its issues and the recalls. I know Fuji is known for their lockups. I've heard from bigger YouTubers that this kind of stuff is happening. Let me know down below. Hopefully you found this video useful in some way, and I'll see you in the next one.